Today I would like to show you guys a majority of my games that I've managed to 100% in the past 6 years that I've been an achievement hunter on Xbox. Currently I've got 582 games completed, including DLCs, and obviously I'm not gonna cover all of them because then the video will be maybe over 2 hours long and we don't want to do that. And we are starting off with my latest completion, which is Warhammer Vermintide 2. And this game basically is insane. I think this is my hardest game to date. I have a couple of very hard games, but this one like tops everything. And the most difficult thing is to complete the weaves in ranked mode, starting from the first weave to the 80. And basically these are insane because you have to play on difficulty up to Cataclysm 2. You basically get like 2 shots and you're down, because like if you get hit by a higher ranking mob, then you're basically one-shotted. And you also have like a lot of challenges that you have to complete on legendary. But the game overall, like the game is very, very fun if you play with friends and you have a decent team. You can like I think this is the only game that I haven't like deleted yet after I finished it. Because at some point I think they will release some updates with new achievements, but that's another topic. Yeah, overall this was one of the best games that I've played like last year. So even though it's pretty old, I still think it's great. And hopefully they will release Vermintide 3. Okay, the next one that is worth mentioning for me is Jedi Fallen Order, which pretty much is like a mild Souls-like. I don't know how to call it. The only thing that annoyed me about this one, like in terms of achievements, because we're only talking about the achievements right now, because like the game is good, you know, but like the things you have to do to pop the achievements, pretty much horrendous. Like the map is stupid, and then you can only get some collectibles if you have upgrades. Yeah, so basically you have to run almost through the whole game and then go back and collect everything with the abilities. So you need pretty much to access some areas, you need double jump, you need to use the zip line forward and also backwards, because apparently you're using it with a robot. And the game suffers from a thing that's called development stupidity. It doesn't have fast travel, so whenever you like want to go back in case you've missed something, you need to go by foot. Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts too. Like I've got all the Sniper Ghost Warrior games done, pretty much have the series completion. That's I think it's 5 games. You've got Sniper Ghost Warrior 1, Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, Sniper Ghost Warrior 3, and 2 contracts games. Basically for the first game you had to boost like a lot of multiplayer achievements. I think it was somewhere like 5,000 kills or 2,500 kills or something like that. I don't know, I'm gonna put the achievement on the screen right now. The second one, better than the first one actually, and better than the third one. The third one, I think it was supposed to be like some kind of imitation of Ubisoft games where you just liberate outposts and, I don't know, do what you do in a Far Cry game, for example. It was also buggy as hell, and you had some achievements that could have like glitched, and I had to play the game twice to get it to. Like I think it was something for collecting every weapon or all the secondary weapons in the game. I don't remember, but I had to play the game twice. So about the contracts game, they're amazing. Like they're pretty much like the new Hitman trilogy. You just go into a sandbox level, and after that you just try to kill the target, and you can do it like in a lot of ways. You can drop the containers on it, you can interact a lot with the map, and then the target will start moving and do a lot of stuff, and you can kill it like in different ways. It's pretty cool. And obviously you have collectibles in each level. You've got challenges, bounty hunters, and then you can by completing the secondary missions and the challenges and killing the bounty hunters, you can unlock the weapons. Like unlock weapons, you've got achievement for unlocking every weapon in the game and stuff like that. It's pretty simple, like a 20-25 hours completion. I've enjoyed the games. I'm waiting for Contract 3. Definitely gonna play it if they're gonna release a Contra game, the next Contra game. Crysis 2 Remastered. Again, I've got the whole series and I'm waiting for Crysis 4 in case they're gonna make it, because I've heard it was like I don't know if it was cancelled, but I think it was postponed, maybe. And I've got the 360 version and of the trilogy, and also the remaster version. And the like for Crysis 2 and Crysis 3, you've got multiplayer achievements. The servers for Crysis 3 is like they're closed, and the DLC is also delisted from the store. You've got like on the second game an achievement that can glitch on you. I think it was for buying every weapon. Like, again, Jesus man, like every game that I've been talking until now, like they've got glitches for buying every goddamn weapon in the game. All right, so but the most that I've enjoyed, I think it was the first one and the second one. Like the third one was a bit, yeah, I don't know. Like they've tried something, but I didn't like it. And what I didn't enjoy about the second one was not having a boss fight at the end. I think, if I remember correctly, you had to fight some invisible dudes that you just were shooting them like crazy and they didn't want to die. But yeah, anyways, like the structure, I like the structure on the second one, but for the third one it's just like an open world, kind of messy with levels and challenges and a bit of farming. I don't know. But overall, like I think the first one in the series is my favorite, even though it's old. They should release the fourth one and see what it does, like if it's successful or not. Power Wash Simulator 2. Yeah, I'm a big fan of. As you can see on top here, I've got the crime scene cleaner also, but they've released an update and I didn't have time to play it. Again, since I'm a big fan of cleaning games, I've got Power Wash Simulator 2 and Power Wash Simulator 1 with all the DLCs, and I'm also pretty much excited because they're gonna release a new DLC, a paid DLC for Power Wash Simulator 2. I think in April, next month. Yeah, I think it was next month with Adventure Time. So probably gonna buy that and play it because why not? Okay, Hellblade 2. Played Hellblade 1. I also have the PC stack because there's like two separate lists for the first Hellblade game. And this one, since it has like what is it called? Xbox Play Anywhere, you can like it has the same list. They didn't release another one for the PC version. And the completion is pretty easy until they've released this one, for which you have to complete the story in Dark Road mode. Basically, if you die 4 times in the game, you have to restart the whole playthrough. The only problem, like, you've got a couple of sections that you really need to be careful because you can get one-shotted pretty fast. But this is not the kind of achievements you would want to be put in a game like this, because the combat is weak. It's weak, it's clunky, it's not responsive. You have these fire dudes that they have some kind of attack that they're spitting fire, and you can only dodge that if you dodge to the left. But sometimes when you dodge, even though you've dodged correctly, you can pretty much get hit. I think it took me this playthrough took me like double the time. I think it was like for the normal playthrough, I finished the game on my live stream. I've got another channel in my native language, and I finished it in 2 streams. I think it was 4 or 5 hours, and basically for this one it took me like double the time, maybe 10 hours, because I failed a lot. But I don't know, overall it's pretty bullshit. Even though you learn the game, even though you like, the combat is pretty basic, so you don't really have to learn anything. But like I've said, you can get screwed even if you know you've done things correctly. You can pretty much get screwed by the game. So yeah, not a big fan of this achievement. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Yes, approved. Man, this game it was good, really good. Even though it's old, even though I don't know, like, I mean, it's made by Ubisoft, so cause like, man, this one is amazing. Like, the game is very good. And in terms of achievements, a lot of multiplayer achievements. Servers are closed. You can only, surprisingly, you can only launch the game if you disconnect from the internet, because otherwise it won't work, because it's gonna try to connect you to multiplayer. The campaign was good. I don't remember much from the multiplayer because I boosted it when the servers were almost closed. And I've actually finished the game last year in December because I was lazy. and I had to do all the tactical challenges because I've played the game in co-op. You've also had like an achievement for completing it on in co-op, and I had to replay the game basically. So that's why I've been lazy, because basically there's like 2 playthroughs. And you also have this guerrilla mode in which you have to complete all the 50 waves. Pretty difficult if you ask me. Like if you had to do it solo, it's manageable, but it's probably gonna take you a while because you have to do one by one, and at some point it's pretty much insane. But you can do it on whatever map you want, so probably you can cheese a lot of you can have some cheese spots on some maps, I don't know, maybe. And also, like, my last achievement was to kill 1000 enemies in guerrilla modes. But like I said, overall, excellent game. Probably gonna play, because I know there are like a couple of other Ghost Recon games. Anthem. Finished it in 2 weeks before the server closed, I think. I said why not, because I bought it, and I said not a big fan of those kinds of games where you just loot stuff and repeat missions. Like, the story was pretty short, like the missions for the story were short, and then you just have like mindless grinding. But there were like those achievements where you had to complete the gear challenges. You basically had to play missions until you dropped like the gear, because otherwise you couldn't start the challenge. So yeah, that was pretty bullshit if you ask me. Metro 2033 Redux. Big fan of the Metro series. I do have a couple of stacks. I think it's for this one I got a PC stack, and for Last Light, and I finished Exodus once, but I haven't completed it yet. I'm planning to do that every Metro game with every stack, including the Japanese version of it. But let's say that the Metro game series is the kind of like series that I enjoy the most, with linear story, with collectibles that you just stumble upon them inside the level, like in the middle of the level. And yeah, it's shooters. We love shooters. I love shooters. And also underneath it I've got OnlyFans Dragon Rising. No, it's actually Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising, but this game, I think I started it 3 years ago, and after that I've decided to play it again. It was 2 years ago, and I decided to go for it like in December last year. I played it with a friend. When we actually figured out what to do and how the game plays, we've managed to complete. We struggled at the beginning, like the weapons in the games are pretty trash, and you just have to, like, it has some bullet, I don't know how it's called, velocity. You pretty much have to aim higher to hit the enemies, and the game spawns you with the worst weapons. You cannot select the weapons, you cannot change the class if you're playing in co-op. You can change the class, but you cannot, like, if you're the host, you cannot change the class because you're the commander. It has some annoying things. There's one more Operation Flashpoint game, Operation Flashpoint Red River. I don't know if I'm gonna play that, even though I have the DLC and the game, but we'll see. Yeah, so here we've got the Call of Duty HQ, and I would like to mention that I have every Call of Duty game done, including the stacks besides the new stacks that they've released on Windows Store. Planning to do that, I'm working on that, but they've released 2 broken games and I cannot get the series completion anymore because they've released Black Ops 2 with the same achievement from the 360 version, and you cannot do it because they didn't remove it and the game mode is no longer existing. So I do enjoy playing the campaign for these games. The only campaign that I hated was the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Those open world mission, I don't think you can even call them open world mission. I think it was like they took the Warzone map and you just played on the Warzone map and do some objectives. And also the zombies, man, like, ugh. You had to get 50,000 kills for an achievement. It was horrible. And also Black Ops 7, Jesus, like I've only enjoyed the multiplayer and the zombie, the last boss where you had to drive that car and hit the boss again. Why would you put perks into the game, like the jug and everything else, if you cannot use them because you have to drive a car? Why? I don't know. But overall, like, I've got everything. And let's say my favorite Call of Duty is Call of Duty World at War. I think I've played that game 10 times already. And maybe Call of Duty 2. And from zombies, I think the best zombies for me, it was Infinite Warfare zombies, because that's the first one that that's the first one that I started, like that introduced me to Call of Duty Zombies. But overall, probably gonna play the next one. Yeah, why not? Zuma, my guilty pleasure, Zuma. I love playing with the balls, you know. Okay, so about Zuma, this one has an insane achievement where you have to get 2 million score into the campaign. Basically, you have to get a lot of score, like 950k, and after that, if you didn't die once, you can pretty much get all the score from the extra lives that you get through the game. Let's say that I'm more than decent at Zuma. I've copied my save file from the 360 and saved it on my PC. Basically, if I died, I could have replaced the save file and get back into the game like nothing happened. And this is how I've achieved this achievement. Let's say I've died like maybe 5 times on my playthrough. If I practiced enough, I could have done it legit, but I just wanted to have like a backup and not be like mentally stressed, because like if I was mentally stressed, I pretty much could have done a lot of mistakes. But overall, pretty nice completion. A pretty nice completion, and also like the game is, yes, we love Zuma. Like I've said, I do play a lot of racing games, and this one is another insane completion for me that I managed to get last year. The only thing that makes this one an insane completion is you've got an achievement that requires 20 people, like 20 real life people, or 20 accounts, or 20 Xboxes if you want to be like crazy, if you want to be pretty much a psycho. Win a race against a full grid of human riders. When I've unlocked it, those guys that I've been in the session with were the last group of people to get this achievement for this game. Hopefully not, but who knows. And also, like, the servers are pretty trash. You cannot, like, because even if you get enough people to do it, there will be like a lot of people from different countries, and you'll have issues connecting to each other. And also, like, to get the achievement, even though you're starting the game with 20 people, you'll still need to be 20 at the end of the race for it to count. And sometimes, like, people were dropping from the game. Sometimes you couldn't connect to each other, like depending on the host. And also, like, another issue, a lot of people do not have their 360 connected to the Ethernet. They are using Wi-Fi. So basically, if you're using Wi-Fi in an online session, you're pretty much dead. And obviously, if you're from, let's say, 2,000 kilometers away from each other, you're basically screwed. And you cannot get, like, if you get someone in the session that is using wireless connection, and you're telling them, dude, why not use an Ethernet cable? Oh, I don't have one. Oh, bye-bye trophy, bye-bye achievement, bye-bye everything. Dead Cells. Oh my god, this one was my favorite game that I've played actually last year. I've enjoyed it a lot, even though I've started it like maybe a couple of years ago, and I do have both versions done. I've done it twice. I've done it on the Windows and on the console version, and man, this was a blast. I've enjoyed every moment. I think I finished the The Windows version, I think this is the Windows version because I've done it like last in a couple of days. Yeah, so I've started it. Never mind when I've started. When I've started playing legit, like seriously, here, not here. I've started like 11 October 2025, and I think I finished it in a couple of days. And it took me like, yeah, there we go. I finished it like in 7 days, and it took me. I mean, I already had experience with it because I finished the console version first, but I think I did it in maybe 21 or 22 hours. Yeah, but man, like the fights, the bosses, and everything, top notch. I wonder if they're gonna release Dead Cells 2 or maybe another game that resembles this one. We're getting into Elden Ring Nightreign here. What can I say? I do have Dark Souls 1 remastered done, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring, and Nightreign. What can I say about Nightreign? If you have people that you can play with, it's a great game. But if you play it with randoms, it can be frustrating. You can get mad really fast, and you can fail a lot of your runs. I remember started this on my stream. I've had like a lot of people that were really bad at the game, and after I played it for 2 nights, I've decided nope, let's play this offline. And after that, I don't know how, but I've got a lot of people that knew what to do at the game, and I think I finished it in 1 day. Yep. Yeah, so look, I've started on stream 28/07/01/08/02/08. This is actually where I gave up playing on stream, on 01/08. Didn't defeat any bosses. And after that, I just I've played it offline, and I've played 1 day, beat like a couple of bosses, and the next day, I think it was in a weekend, pretty much finished everything. Yeah, so it took me 2 days and 3 days, because apparently this one it was RNG. You just had to go into those galls, and you had to get the right map to have the right mob. I don't know, and it I think I could have finished the game even faster than 27 hours if this achievement wasn't present in the game. But let's say from the Soulsborne series, my favorite is Sekiro, and also I'm good at the game. I don't know how, but I am better at Sekiro than every other Souls-like or Soulsborne for some reason. And I think on my 3rd playthrough or 2nd playthrough, I finished the game, more than half of the game without dying in New Game Plus. And when I did the last boss, I beat him like Ishin. It was Ishin, yeah, right? I beat Ishin on my first try without using any gear, or what was it, like the prosthetic tools. I didn't use any prosthetic tools, and I beat him on the first try. And let's say like from the Dark Souls series, my favorite one is the 3rd one. Obviously the 2nd one, I don't know, I don't remember anything from it, even though I've played it on my stream. The 1st one and the 3rd one, I remember a lot of things from those games, but the 2nd one for me was pretty bland. I didn't remember the only boss that I remember was the guy with the shield that flies over towards you. Anything else, it's pretty much non-existent in my brain. Yeah, and I've also finished the first time when I played Elden Ring, I decided to go for a challenge. And I've got the achievements for it just by using the club and nothing else. I was naked and with the club, and I've also defeated the Consort Radan just with the club. And on my 2nd playthrough, obviously Malenia, I've also defeated her like this. And on my 2nd playthrough, I decided to go for another challenge, and I've done the game with 1 hand on the controller it was pretty fun. But the first time, like, I got all the achievements for it by just because you had the different endings. I used the cloud save method and I quit it out and got back in the game, and I've done the endings in one playthrough because I didn't want to play the game like 3 times. I've done it twice. It's enough. Yeah, but overall, looking forward to the next From Software game. Hopefully, it's not gonna be again on Switch. Not looking forward to the Switch one. Yeah, Far Cry 6. Again, Far Cry Classic, Far Cry 2, which had like a lot of boosting, and I think the servers are now semi-closed. They sometimes come back, they sometimes crash. I don't know. I've got the Far Cry 3 on 360 with classic version on Xbox One, Far Cry 4 with 360 version. I got Far Cry 5, Far Cry Primal, Far Cry New Dawn, Far Cry Blood Dragon, both versions, the 360, which is an arcade version, and the classic version, which was the remaster or something, released along Far Cry 6. And also I'm looking forward to Far Cry 7. But my favorite game from the series, I think it was it's Far Cry 3, and also Far Cry 5 wasn't bad either. But this one, I don't know, it was too long, too many DLCs with what is it called, the roguelike game mode, where you just like you were doing some stuff with the antagonists actually from 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, no. And also the cutscenes, man. The cutscenes were horrible. I don't remember anything from the story from this game, but from the other games I do remember a lot. So yeah, this one was my least favorite. Code Vein, another interesting Souls-like. I liked it. What I didn't like about it was the last achievement that I finished, which was raise your reputation as a companion to rank 30. You basically had to farm 400 medals, and you just had to repeat some kind of Tower of Trials, if I remember correctly. Luckily, I've done a build that you could have pretty much defeated those bosses in maybe 2 hits or something. I wanted to do the window stack, but I don't know. And also I will play the second game. It's on my list. I've got it. I want to do it. But overall, it was a good Souls-like, kind of Souls-like, because you have like partners and stuff in its anime. But yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I actually started it like 2021, and I just finished it like last year. It is what it is. Cuphead. Marvelous game. Amazing game. It made me do 900 push-ups. Because I finished the game on my stream, and when I did it, I've also like done a challenge. Whenever I die, like for each, I think it was 10 deaths, I've had to do push-ups, but I do not remember how many push-ups, or 5 deaths or something. But I don't know. Overall, I know for a fact that overall I had to do like 900 push-ups. So you guys can do the math, but overall, like, I've enjoyed the game, and I finished it with also with the DLC. Yeah. Oh, I've done it. Jesus, I've done it in 2024. Oh my god. Hopefully they will release another game, like, for real. I want another game. Evil West, another game that I've enjoyed a lot. It's basically a game that resembles a lot of games from the 360 era and PlayStation 3 era. In like, you just speed blitz through the levels. It's a linear game. You don't have open world. You don't have stupid dialogues from RPG games, and you just slay vampires and unlock skills and cool weapons. What can I say? And also you've got like these types of achievements in which you have to defeat the bosses in the most annoying ways that you could have done. Especially this one where you had to defeat this monstrosity, let's say, because its face is pretty disturbing to look at. And you had those leeches. You had to dodge the leeches, otherwise the brooch would heal himself or herself. I have no idea if it's a female or not, but by the looks of it, maybe it's neutral. But and I remember I played this on directly on evil difficulty on my first playthrough, and I wouldn't recommend yeah, I wouldn't recommend this, because like first you should do it on the first difficulty, collect everything, get the money, get your upgrades, get the weapons, and then do a playthrough on the last difficulty, because otherwise everything else is bullet sponge, and you just have to hit them for maybe 5 minutes and you just die like from 2 hits. Yeah, but overall approved by me. This game is approved by me. Serious Sam collection. I do have also for this series. I've got Serious Sam 4 done twice, Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem done, and the collection, which includes the first encounter, second encounter, and I don't know if I think it's Serious Sam 3. No, before the first encounter. Okay, so yeah, this trilogy, it's my childhood trilogy, because I think I've played them for maybe more than 10 times. It's a linear game and you just destroy and kill stuff. It's exactly what I like and I want from a shooter game. And the most difficult one from the collection is to finish the one of the single player campaigns on serious difficulty, but the recommended campaign is the before the first encounter campaign, because you've got like a lot of new mechanics that you can use, and it's much easier than the first two. And also, like, to get a chance to finish the first two, you need to know a lot of secrets, to learn the secrets and remember them, or maybe look on YouTube for some cheese spots or glitch, because I think you can shoot with a rocket launcher at your feet and then go on the map. You can do a lot of glitches, but the recommendation is to finish the game, the third game on serious difficulty. Yeah. Another game on my list that's worth mentioning and is the second, before Vermintide, is the second hardest game that I've done, and that's because of a DLC trophy, which is this one. I cannot say how frustrating and ridiculous this achievement is. Basically, after you finish the game, you unlock this prestige mode where you have to play all the races from the game, and you have to finish them within a specific time. But you can only do this with maybe 3 cars. Maybe probably 4, let's say. I think it was some kind of old Porsche, the hot rod, and the Lamborghini. I forgot what Lamborghini, but you use the Lamborghini for the drift events. And yeah, the times are insane. Also, when you get past the finish line, the timer is gonna move for a bit. So even though you finish the race, it's still gonna go a bit up, which is stupid. The game is always online. You can get random, like in Forza Horizon, you have drive avatars of the people that play there. I think, I don't know if they're real people, but because obviously, like, I was driving on the highway, and then I've got this drive avatar come and just do a drift, and I almost hit it. They almost screwed my race there. Also, if you bounce a bit, you pretty much have to drive perfectly, because if you bounce even for a bit, the car can roll immediately and you just crash, even if you do it for a little bit with the rear of your car, because why not? Also, like the driving feels very stiff, so you pretty much have to drive with 200 kilometers per hour for the whole race, and when you take a turn you just have to use the handbrake, but obviously the car is retarded and you cannot turn it because it's too stiff. Even though you're messing with the car settings, it's still stupid. Like, imagine I've had to use for the drift events, I've had to use grip for like, it was my personal preference, but I was actually drifting better with grip tires than with drift tires. So yeah, it's and also like for the pack events where you have to drift inside the pack, you get a multiplayer by just having the pack very close to you. The AI is very stupid. They don't drift, they are racing. So when they're racing, they crash in you. And also worth mentioning, I do have a lot of Need for Speed games done, but I'm just gonna put them here on screen, and that's it. The Ride series, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I've got the whole Ride series besides Ride 5 and Ride 6. That's just like, I have Ride 5 installed right now and I'm gonna start playing it. And this one was my first Moto game, and I've learned to play bike games, yeah. And what can I say, I've enjoyed it a lot. And I remember when I first started, like, it had those time trials, and I remember I was not bad at the game, but at that time I didn't know that you can upgrade your bike actually, and I was struggling to finish those with a gold medal. But I don't know, I think it made me do very well and learn the game so much that after, like, when I started to upgrade my bike, I was just blasting through them. That's how I've learned to play Moto games. This game made me learn how to play very well Moto games in general. So yeah, I guess that's all of the games that are worth mentioning on my list. I do have, like, those 582 games. Like, I do play a lot of games. I do a lot of stacks. So basically they just come, like, the completion number just come from the stacks, because I've played the games, like, maybe some games I've even played them 3 times or 4 times. Especially, like, let's say Modern Warfare 4. I've done the 360 version, I've done the remaster version on the console, and the remaster version on PC. And currently I'm working on my backlog. I'm not gonna, like, not even though I've got, like, maybe thousands of games, I don't plan on starting anymore until I get my completion percentage to at least 98%. I want to do it 99, but it's gonna be hard because I've got a lot of games that are discontinued because I've played them when I wasn't interested in achievements and I wasn't going for the 100%. And I just, like, for example, this one, like Gears of War, the Windows 10 version, which has a game mode that's not in the rotation anymore, and people are waiting for it to come back to rotation, but it's probably never gonna happen because they don't care about this version anymore. Currently working on I think I have 79%, and I'm planning for 2026, for this year, to get to 1 million gamer score. Obviously I'm gonna play a bit more shovelware to get to 1 million, but when I get close to maybe 940k, because usually I make 140k each year, like, gamer score, somewhere around there. And I'm planning to get all these games done that I can still finish, to raise my completion rate. Obviously Sea of Thieves, no way I can finish this. It's probably gonna stay like this because of those achievements that are discontinued. But yeah, I'm planning to get to 99% completion rate, and to have every game on my backlog done. But I'm talking about the backlog that like the games that I've already started and I have some points on, some gamer score for them. And yeah, that's it.